It's Wednesday night. We're talking about grounding in Trinity class. Grounding is a super useful energy. Grounding makes everything easier in your life. Let me show you what I mean by grounding. If somebody were to push against you, this nice steady pressure like they're trying to push a boulder up a hill, then all you have to do is get the four corners of their feet. Imagine their foot's a car and it's got four tires. You just want to get a couple of those off the ground. So I can pull down a little bit and get Jen up on the front of her toes so that her heels are lifted up, and she's not going to be able to push effectively. Likewise, I can lift up a little bit so that her shoulders go back towards her ears just a bit. Now I've got her back on her heels and her toes are lifted up. And she also is ungrounded at this moment. Now, she can do the same thing to me. It is not a question of size. I'm much bigger than her. I can press much harder. But if she pulls down a little bit, then I'm on my toes and I lose my ability to have any leverage at all. Likewise, I can push. And she can lift up a little bit so that my shoulders move up, and then I'm back on my heels. This sending somebody forward or uprooting them so that they fly backwards is really just a matter of getting their foot to unbalance so that all four corners are not touching the ground anymore. Grounding is really just that. It's getting your energy to go down and in so that it connects with this big entity that we live on, the earth. It is a living entity, and its whole job is to be here now, to be present in the physical. That's what it does, and whenever you join with that energy, you do that too. But all I have to do to get you ungrounded is to break that connection. If you don't have a nice flat foot with your energy going down evenly through it, then you're not going to ground. You see this in a lot of martial arts. I learned this from my years in Aikido, but you can do this sort of deal where I'm pushing and she's going to go up on one side, whichever side you want, up on that side and down on this side. And the harder I push, the more I fly off. So those amazing things that you see people like Steven Seagal do where they go, whoa, and they send somebody flying, it's just somebody comes in with a lot of energy and you go up and down. And all you're doing is breaking their contact with the ground. It doesn't take a lot, but there is a way to counteract it. If I push and she goes up or down or up and down or whatever, I can counteract her ability to do this. I'm still pushing. I haven't released my pressure. I'm still pushing. But now she can't flop me around like a rag doll. And the answer is that I'm simply releasing. I'm dropping my energy. Every time I feel myself start to lift onto my toes or my heels, I just go, and I drop my energy, like my feet melt again, and all four corners are now sitting flat on the ground. If I were to do it to Jen, I'm obviously much bigger than her, and I can, manipulate this energy pretty well. I can go up and get her going, and she goes, and then it's not working anymore, so I go down. And she does the same thing, and I go one up and one down. And I'm pressing pretty hard, and nothing's happening. What does that tell you about the relationship between tension and grounding? That's right. Whenever you're tense, you're ungrounded. If somebody's pushing you around, if life is pushing you around, it's not the outside force that's making you lose your grounding, it's you. You're responding with tension. If you can release and just let yourself melt back down so that all four corners of your feet are on the ground again, then you can't be pushed around. Life and all of its challenges that get thrown at you will rock you onto your heels or pull you forward or send you one way and then the other, and you'll think, life's pushing me around. It's not. Your tension is pushing you around. If you release that tension, then you are grounded again. It's really that simple. Try it at home, and if you like it, come to Trinity class.